massive transfer of wealth from poor and working people to the well-to-do. Occupy Wall Street was no joke. They were talking about something real. Much is at stake. When you demean and degrade public life, public conversation, public health, public education, anything associated with the common and the public, push to the side, push to the margin, push to the periphery. Well, democracy itself, as John Dewey noted in Public and Its Problems in 1927, show me a democracy that demeans the public, and I'll show you democracy sliding down the slippery slope to oligarchic chaos. So the education takes us back, of course, to the Greeks, what they call paideia, P-A-I-D-E-I-A, deep education. Echoes of line 38A of Plato's Apology, the unexamined life is not a life of the human. Line 24A in that same dialogue, parrhesia was the cause of my unpopularity, Socrates says to the jury. What is parrhesia? Fearless speech, frank speech, plain speech, unintimidated speech. He's talking about courage. Do we find higher education these days a site for the cultivation of courage? Hell no. Hell no. The highest compliment you can give to a fellow student is, he or she is the smartest in the room. Let the phones be smart. You be courageous and wise. Hitler was smart. He was a gangster. White supremacists smart. Thugs. Homophobes. Patriarchs. Callous elites. Very smart. So what? Question is, what kind of human being do you want to be in the short move from your mama's womb to tomb? That's what education's about. That's what deep education's about. Of course you want critical skills. Of course you want some kind of analytical understanding of how power operates. Of course you want some understanding of your present moment in light of historical processes that produce this moment. But you are a particular individual and you're going to be gone soon. The world will going to get your body very soon. Just give it a few decades. And education is, lo and behold, I want to learn how to die in order to learn how to live. And when you learn how to die, that means you got to give up some of your dogman doctrine. You got to learn how to grow up and be mature and cultivate a critical self rather than just being a highly skilled individual well adjusted to injustice. And well adapted to indifference. Since when has there been a wave of young people who break the back of fear and raise the most fundamental question, what does it mean to be human? I am willing to tell truth, and the condition of truth is always to allow suffering to speak for human beings. And to engage in unapologetic love. And I come from, I hated people who've taught the world so much about love. You just put on John Coltrane's Love Supreme and I can sit down. Marvin Gaye, what's going on? I can sit down. Stevie Wonder's Loving the Need of Love, I can sit down. But Brother Martin used to say, justice is what love looks like in public. He raised the question, education, does it really cultivate that formation of attention that gets you to shift from superficial things to the things that really matter? Life and death and love and joy and sorrow and agony and anguish. Wrestling with things human at the deepest level that connects all of us, no matter what color, no matter what sexual orientation, no matter what culture, no matter what nation. And then at the same time, to be able to provide some kind of overarching analysis of our relation to structures and institutions. I want to invoke the greatest public intellectual in the history of the American empire in the 20th century. His name was W.B. Du Bois. And he used to say, I wrestled with 4 questions my whole life. He was 89 years old. He was living under insipid house arrest, 31 Court Street, a house he bought